What's up, YouTube? I started a little playlist a while back called the Baltimore Chronicles, and I kind of neglected it. I haven't been on making a lot of videos lately. This is gonna be my second installation um, to that series. This one is about dispelling different untruths and truths of Baltimore. Um, Baltimore, like I said, I like probably everybody knows if you're watching my videos. I'm always talking about Baltimore. As well, I was born and raised. I have a lot of faith, hope, and dreams of what the city is and can become. Um, However, in the public and in the national spotlight, Baltimore gets a bad rap for a number of different things. Um, the biggest thing is that you have to keep an open mind. It's an urban environment. It's just like any other large metropolitan area. It's going to have its social ills, and that's just something that you have to learn to overcome. Um, if you're a suburbanite and that's all you've known, it's probably going to be kind of, it's not going to seem that welcoming to you probably. Um, and you could even be from a city or whatever, and not really truly see what's going on that makes it the way it is. Baltimore people, especially not the national spotlight, it's such a dirty, gritty, dangerous city. Um, as far as dangerous and crimes are concerned, Baltimore is, while it is dangerous, it's more so dangerous for the people that are doing dangerous things. Um, Most violent crimes happen to those that are committing crimes in the first place. Most murders occur to those people that are involved in the drug game or some type of illegal activity. The chances of you just living in the city and being murdered are slim to none. Um, Everything in the world happens for a reason, and not to say that it doesn't happen, because anywhere in the world you go, you can be a victim of violent crime, a random violent crime, and that's just the truth of it. But there's a certain untruth, there's a definite untruth to the notion that if I go to Baltimore, something bad is going to happen to me. Um, and usually the people that come to Baltimore with that type of mindset, they're looking for something to happen to them. And so you can't really experience or appreciate the city for what it is, because you already have that negative mindset. If you're not from Baltimore, you should really, learn to get away from that mindset and anywhere you go. I was told when I went to New Orleans, don't walk down certain streets or you're gonna get, probably get robbed or hurt or what have you. And that's not the case. I didn't even think about that. I use my common sense. You know, um, Another untruth of Baltimore is that everybody is living below poverty. Everybody is in a crime-ridden neighborhood. Everybody is in you know is affected by drugs. Um, while the truth is that Baltimore does have a large population of people that are have substance abuse problems, it's not everybody. You don't generalize and stereotype a whole demographic of people behind you know the few. When you talk about a city that's over 600,000 people, 60,000 people, the last estimate that I saw, a little over 60,000 people that have substance abuse problems. That is high. It's a staggering amount of people that have substance abuse problems. However, it's not everybody. Don't generalize the entire population. I don't use drugs. I have no intention to use drugs. Um, I don't live in a bad neighborhood. Um, Usually, bad neighborhoods are a result of poverty and and just social problems within a community. Um, so when you see areas that are blighted, um, a lot of times people don't like to you know reference the fact that in the 60s, when there was a lot of you know turmoil and upheaval, a lot of people got out of the city. They just left abandoned. Um, and these properties that were abandoned, along with different economic downturns, in the past 50 years, 60 years, it created an environment to where there was no necess it wasn't necessary to go in and fix these areas up. What's the positives out of that? Let's invest in the downtown area, the harbor, and let's grow that. Um, and you'll consistently see our downtown area ranked, highly among other downtown areas in the country. Um, there's a certain revival that came through, but when that doesn't push into the affected areas, it doesn't help anything. And when you have slum landlords that sit on properties waiting for, an angel to come in and bless an area and magically fix it, so they can get some type of economic reward from it, you're left with blight. Um, a truth of Baltimore, there is a lot of political corruption. Um, Nothing gets done unless you're in the mayor's pocket or in some, a councilman or whoever, somebody uh, with a lot of prestige. If you're not associated with them, you know, it's hard to get a large something done. Um, Hard to get contracts from the city, and you'll just see it as it goes along. Positive coming out of this latest event is Jay Brody, who is the uh, the president of the Baltimore Development Corporation, which is semi-private, semi-public uh, development arm, economic engine of the city. The main point of it is to foster economic development, bring companies in, make companies more willing to stay here. You bring those high-paying jobs, you bring a whole different clientele of citizens to the city. And for the longest, I like this developer. They donated to me in some way, or they did something for me. Let me reward them. So here you have the exclusive rights to develop this entire area. Um, it's no bids, and that's one of my biggest things. I love development, uh, especially commercial development. Um, just because you can take something that was nothing at one point and then change it. And when you have a policy where one company is just given a contract, they don't have to bid. It's no competitive nature to it. There's a problem there because who gets to decide what? Um, I think this video got a little disjointed. But I'm not one for writing down what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna say it, or whatever. I just kind of let it roll. But that's just some of the truths, untruths about Baltimore. There's a lot more, but I don't feel like making a 30-minute video, which a lot of people are only gonna sit through the first 2 minutes. So it is what it is. Thank you for viewing. Like always, I appreciate you tremendously. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.